Jason Bronner here, Bourbon Redneck, with the Fireside Chat, bringing you another episode. We decided to take it on location to our other fireplace. We're going retro now with the 70s fireplace. Keeps me nice and warm out here today. I guess we're going to start with the questions again from some viewers that are picking the show up and watching it. Keep doing that. Keep sending your questions in, but we're going to take a few questions and then we'll get on to a story.
So somebody on the last episode asked you, what about the chili story?
Oh, stirring the chili. I think that's what they were probably referring to. You know, that's probably a question for another time, but it's kind of a take on life. You know, life throws you all kinds of things and you got to keep stirring it up. So you got to keep stirring the chili. That's all you got to remember is just keep stirring the chili. So we'll get into that later. But
maybe a future episode.
Maybe a future episode.
All right, cool. So the next one was, did you hear from David Chang after telling that epic fail story?
No, we did not. I did not hear from Julian. I did not hear from David Chang yet. You know, still an open invitation to let's sit down and have a bourbon. And anyhow, that invitation's out there. Hopefully we'll get to them one way or the other.
So what is your favorite barrel pick that you're sipping right now?
Oh, you know, the barrel picks, we've done probably over 100 here at Bourbon's Bistro. So, I mean, any barrel pick we've got in the house is usually a great one. So, you know, we're putting them out there for people to come and buy now. So, and we keep them at retail places as well. We're splitting them, some of them with the Wine Rack here on Frankfort Avenue. So just keep watch on our social media when we have barrel picks. The next one coming in is going to be a Russell's Reserve, and I'm actually working on getting a Willet barrel. Drew, if you hear this, I need you to call me back.
Let's get to our next story. We did a poll online, and it was a choice between Halloween photos, because I know you're really into those costumes, and that's coming up, or the story of your first barrel pick when apparently you almost died. And clearly everybody's morbid and wants to hear about how you almost died, so that's going to be our story today.
Well, we figured both of those kind of related to Halloween, but so back in 2005, we opened in 2005, so I think it was 2005, 2006, we decided to go ahead and do a single barrel pick. Woodford was offering the program, and so we decided to do that as our first pick. I have a friend that's in the limousine business, so what a better way than to go do our first barrel pick here at Bourbon's Bistro, grab a limousine, have some drinks, go down and just make a big day of it. So the guy shows up here in the morning, our limo driver, and we give him instructions, take us to Woodford Reserve, and we're going to do this, and then we're probably going to go out and get some lunch afterwards or what have you. So we all pile in the limo. We were all feeling good, having a big time. It's about an hour drive, I guess, a little right around an hour. We get off on the exit there at Lexington, heading into Lexington, and the limo driver passes up the turn to go to Woodford. So I immediately reach up and let the window down, and I let him know his mistake, and he said, okay, well, we'll turn around. And you know that road that runs to Keeneland there into Lexington is right in front of Woodford. It's a big 2-lane with a big median in the middle, and it's got some crossovers in the middle. Well, I guess the limo driver figured he was just going to do a big kind of a U-turn and get us going back the other way, which I was fine with it. So we start to make this U-turn, and all of a sudden, because the window is still down, I hear this, uh-oh. And he stops the limo, and we're completely T-boned in the other lane, the other 2 lanes, because there was a ditch on the other side of the road, and I guess he couldn't swing it all the way around. So he had to do a 3-point turn. Well, I'm sitting back right, and I look out my passenger window, and there are cars, smokes coming from the tires, fishtailing, trying to get stopped not to T-bone this. 2 in this lane, 1 ends up going into the median and around us. And he gets it, you know, we're all just flabbergasted. So he gets it turned around, and the divider's still down, and nobody, we were partying, having a good time, and nobody says anything. And it's about another 10-minute drive, I guess, down this windy road till we actually get to Woodford. And I think nobody said anything until we actually got out of the car and was like, couldn't believe that we were all still alive. So we ended up picking a great barrel. We got it non-chill filtered, which I don't think Woodford did that at the time, but they honored our request, which was pretty cool. It was a great barrel, one of our first barrels, and it's a memory that'll stick in my head for probably the rest of my life. Maybe stay tuned and still send in the questions and some topics we can talk about. So hopefully, like I said, we're going to put a few invitations out, see if we can get a couple of guests on here. And until then, I mean, you know, it's all about the story. So keep sipping and keep making history.